How was it for MarShon? Because when he first got to China this time in July, he actually was tested positive for COVID. So, what was that like for you as mama in the U.S. and then here you find out that your baby well,
Well,
was positive?
let's back up all the way to the last season. So when COVID first was announced in China, he was in China for the
Okay.
exam.
Okay.
So at the time they said, well, we don't know what's going on, but we're just, next week is going to be, I guess, the Chinese New Year, which they give them around maybe 10 days to 2 weeks off anyway.
Right.
So they just said, go on, on your vacation. So they usually do mini vacations, which is normally either Hong Kong, but this year he decided to go to Bali. So, and it just happened to be around his birthday. So his birthday is January 26th. So he left, went over to Bali, thought everything would kind of blow over. And then it just went wild in China. And they were like, don't even come back to China, go home. So from Bali, he's calling me or, communicate with me
Right.
via text or whatever, and just says, get me a flight out of here and don't send me through Korea, any of the Asian countries. He was just like, just get me out of here. So he went through Australia. From Bali, went to all through Australia, and then from Australia to LA. And
Okay.
as he's going on to Australia, that's when, before he even landed, we all got the news that Kobe Bryant died.
Right.
And Kobe died on his birthday, so it was a 24-hour flight just to get back to Georgia. And then, at the time, China's saying, well, we're just gonna, we're going to go on hiatus for 2 weeks. And then 2 weeks ended up being, a month. And then from there, it was just like, don't even come back. So yes, now fast forward to now July, they're saying, okay, we have it under control here. Get back as soon as possible. So he's taking, his test, he didn't really feel any symptoms. And he tested positive here in the States. So then he had to wait a week before he could even go over there or
Right.
to be tested again. Then once he got tested again, he was tested negative. They sent a flight for him they sent him a flight here in Atlanta to pick him up. He flew over there on a private plane, just him by himself. He landed. They tested him again, and that's when he tested positive. And let me tell you, they don't play. They what is it? Quarantined him. That's the word. Should know that. That's the word of the year, right? They quarantined. They quarantined him in the hospital. There was no quarantine in the hotel or in your, townhome that they have you in. He had to quarantine in the hospital for, I think 2 weeks, and he had to get 3 negative tests before they even let him out. And then he had to quarantine again for another 2 weeks. So with all that being said, he ended up missing the championship game.
Okay.
He was a part of it, of course, in the earlier part of the season. So he is still a champion, but he was not able to play.
Right.
So, but he was feeling fine. He just went through all of those extra steps to make sure that he was not going to spread it not only in China, but also to the other teammates.
Right. Well, at one point, like everybody has to be safe, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
And just happy that he was able to overcome that and
and
get back to normal.
Great, and I thank God. I'm just glad that it wasn't anything too serious. So he ended up being okay.
Okay.